And as 10 moons went out, she realized she was walking with old Fred.
The birds. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Sha, sha, sha.
The trees.
Sha, 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 sha.
The frogs.
And the breezes.
Moon lost all her fear. She knew Osaka was near her. You never been away from the sea, child. You're gonna need a helping hand. A fish has got to learn to swim on land. Oh, feel little girl, don't you be afraid. Oh, little girl, let me be your guide.
Hi everybody, welcome to Slings, Flings, and Dingalings. I am but it was fine because I mainly went there to sit in a pool, sit in a hot tub, and drink, pretty much drink my face off, which I did, and it was great.
You're fucking pro at that.
That girl, done, pro, A-list celebrity in that regard. So I did not, as everyone knows, like, I don't expect sex from my husband because there's him to go that Sunday morning, the day of checkout. He tried to surprise me. He was like, "We're gonna do that." I'm like, "Okay, let's do it." And sure enough, like, he was really gung-ho about it. And just to like even help him along, like, I did none of my normal stuff. I went and gave him the things he liked. So like I took out my piercing, my dick piercing, and I force fed him dick while his head was like off the edge of the bed. I let him blow me before that. And then when we get down to like the real business of it all, and poor thing just went, "Aw," and he's like, "I'm so sorry." I'm like,
"Aww,
don't apologize." So I started to have sex this week, but I did not get there. So.
It's the thought that counts, though, especially in his case when he never really wants
absolutely.
it.
And as usual, per you, she like try to beat himself up over the whole. And I was like, there's literally no reason to beat yourself up over, like zero reasons. Like, first of all, I don't expect it, so it was cool that you even wanted to.
Right.
And number two, it's not our first, rodeo. This is like not the first time this has happened. So I don't have a problem with you not following through. And it was at that point that I realized like how much he beats himself up over in those situations. Like it was like he's like, "Well, it's just one more disappointment that you chalk up on me." I was like, girl. No, I don't sit here just keeping tabs of the disappointments. First of all, you don't bring that many disappointments in my life, so calm down. And number two, I don't sit here thinking about everything you do. I really don't.
Right. I got other shit to think about.
Yeah, I have other shit to think about. I have enough craziness going on in my brain. I don't need your emotional roller coaster on my tracks. No, ma'am.
This shit's dark enough.
Yeah, I have a whole world of craziness going on. I don't need that. So we cuddled and we just talked a bit, and he actually talked a lot. He usually talks a lot when he feels like bad. So we talked a lot, and then but that was it. I did not have sex, but I almost did. But I did not. Also, I did discover a brand new show called Into the Dark on Netflix. It's actually a CW show. CW, I don't know who's up in executives, who's working on producing these shows, but that show is really edgy for a CW show. Like, really edgy. So if you're looking for something fun to watch with the kids, watch Into the Dark. It's fun. It's about a blind girl who pretty much is super self-deprecating in every sense of the term. She's an alcoholic. She has sex with she hooks up with guys literally left and right in the show. The show opens with her.
Who has been following me with a camera?
Legitimately. I was like, who is stealing my life right now?
First of all, self-deprecation, my world.
Nailed it.
Sex with guys left and right. Who are you telling?
Literally.
Alcoholic.
I'm
clearly.
going to bullet point the show real fast for you. Blind girl, nymphomaniac, alcoholic, best friend's a lesbian girl. She's adopted. The blind girl's adopted. Mom and dad have a dog company they work, and dad smokes pot. And the girl witnesses a murder in like the first show. There's a lot going on.
My whole fucking life.
I'm telling you right now, watch it. Just watch the first episode. If you do nothing else, watch the first episode. You'll fucking love it.
All minus the blind, which I'm working on.
I'm getting there.
I'm working on it.
I'm waiting for a radiation spillage so I can gain superpowers and blindness.
Because those go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand. When you have a radiation spillage, you go blind and you go bald, but you gain superpowers. I'm not a scientist.
I don't know. I've been watching Chernobyl. It didn't work out that way for them.
It definitely did not. It fucking did not at all for them. God, that's also a very good show. I enjoyed that one.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
I get major Fallout vibes. Oh,
yes,
so into it.
Absolutely. All right, who's next on the fuck train?
I'll go next. Nathan and I actually just fucked before Paige got here.
No. Fix that. They were
Paige,
fucking when
she arrived. and
so
what happened was Nathan did his thing where he went ham on me with his fingers and gave me the good shit. Got a nice big orgasm out, and then he got hard midway. So he was like, "All right, get on your knees." I was like, "Oh yay, my favorite." And it literally is my favorite because I'll get on my knees, he'll get behind me, and we'll do a doggy style, and then he'll just proceed to try to pound my pelvis to dust.
Yes.
And it's one of my absolute favorite things that we do together. And he'll grab my arms for extra leverage and pull me in.
That's called the wheelbarrow. That's number 67.
It's amazing. But anyway, so we were literally no more than 20 seconds into that, and we hear the doorbell ring.
Your friendly neighborhood tranny here to wreck your sex plans.
And Nathan's like, "Oh shit, that's Paige." And I was like, and he starts to like get off the bed and go like let her in, and I'm like, "Excuse you, first of all, where the fuck do you think you're going? Second of all, Paige has literally told us if we are mid fucking just to leave her outside. If she will get the hint, if no one comes to the door, she will get the point, and she will wait it out until we are done."
Yeah, I literally, I told him today, I'm like, all you need to do is put a sign that says Paige. Just a used condom on the door. I don't know how it got used. A used condom. No, just put a sign on the door that says Paige, and I will instantly know. All right, I'll wait. I'm fine with that.
But Nathan got nervous and was like, felt bad that we were leaving Paige out there. So he started to go flaccid a little bit. And then eventually was like, let me just text her and let her know what's going on. Like, just give me 5 more minutes. So and then we had to kind of work Nathan back up a little bit, but eventually we got there and then finished it, and he came inside me, and it was beautiful.
La da da, la da da,
circle of life.
Yeah, no, literally, I knocked and rang the doorbell because I knocked. No, it's weird that it's usually the door's like unlocked. So I went to pull it. I was like, oh, it's locked. So I knocked and no one said anything. So then I rang the doorbell, and then Nathan texted me. He's like, can you give us a couple of minutes? I was like, oh my God, please stop texting me. Yes,
right.
Absolutely.
Why are you even texting me?
Don't
right
even
now?
leave me. No, don't even stop doing what you're doing. I will wait. And
listen, we could have left the door unlocked, and you could have walked in and be like, hey, bitches. And I would have been like, no, you stay back there.
Yeah.
She'll get it. If she doesn't see us.
I would have said, hey guys. And you would have said, yeah.
And you would have heard faint.
I haven't had the.
Yeah.
We usually just walk on in like Kramer.
We forgot to unlock
That's
it.
why I was saying. That's why I was like, that's why I immediately was like, oh. I'm like, oh, maybe they're doing it. That's literally the first thought I had.
And it wasn't even a matter of we locked it for the purposes of keeping you out. We just forgot.
Yeah, I was like, as soon as it was locked, I was like, oh my God, they're probably fucking.
Yeah, we sure were.
And I was like, then when he texted me,
mulch that's out there.
Look, I'm an idiot savant. You leave me out there long enough, I'll make a tree house out of that tree outside.
Like, oh, I'm living up here now.
Guys, I'm paying rent.
But anyway, so that was the most recent sexcapade, obviously. This past Sunday, I had sex with my girlfriend, and she fisted me again, which is fun. I've been doing this thing recently with her where I am normally, at least how things started was I would like eat her out and get her going and get her to orgasm either through using just my mouth and fingers or just my mouth.
Okay.
And I would do it once, and she would get too sensitive to want to continue, like once and she was done, or she needed a break.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to get her to a point where I don't give her a break in between. I'm like, no, girl, we're going to, I'll come down a little bit, but I'm going to keep going. Just a little more gently so you can kind of get your breath back a little bit. But as soon as I noticed that you kind of got your breath back a little bit, we're going back.
We're going
in.
back to Hingham Town.
We're going back in. So
I'm going back in, coach.
and recently she and I had sex, and I got her off 3 times in a row.
Good girl.
Because I'm like, you know what? I'm a fan of multiple orgasms. You're clearly capable, and you look like you want it, but you just don't want to look greedy, or you just need like a minute to breathe in between. And I'm like, listen, I like to just see how far we can go with this. So if you're cool, let's just keep going and see how
You're
many
like,
we can get.
I feel like I'm just gonna push these buttons, and you're gonna have to pretty much
yeah.
take it. You're
I
gonna-
push her buttons all the time.
Yes.
She doesn't always appreciate it, but it's okay. I'm annoying sometimes on purpose, but it's fun.
Love.
Just to fuck with the people I love
Yeah.
and appreciate. So,
I hear it. I'm
but
here for
anyway,
it.
so other than that, I haven't had sex with anybody new.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he wasn't new.
Well, he's not new, but he's new.
But
Maybe to some people who haven't seen the show in a bit.
Right. I rekindled a thing with a guy that I had seen months and months ago pre-COVID, and just kind of lost contact with. And the first time was okay, like there was potential, but I didn't get to come the first time, so I was
Oh.
like, strike one.
Yeah. Girl.
But at least he was like trying really hard. Like you could tell the desire was there. He just didn't know quite how to accomplish it.
Okay.
And I mean, understandable. I'm a complicated beast, so I get it.
know.
If you're not able to make me come the first time, it's not that surprising. But he also had his own toys. Like I was about to grab my own vibrator, and he was like, "Oh, I have one," and it was batteries were ready, and like I was like, "Oh, you're cool with toys." Not a lot of guys are, believe it or not. A lot of straight guys are
yeah.
anyway.
Oh, we've talked about that
So
plenty
that's
of times
why I
on the
was
show.
like, you know what? I appreciate that you are cool with toys. You're very eager to please. You may not know exactly how, but you're at least eager. So
Yeah.
I'll give you another shot.
Yeah, you're definitely willing to learn, and I'm here to teach the children.
Right. And so I was like, all right, I'll give you another shot. So he reached out to me, and he's been good about like checking in and, just catching up every once in a while. So I was like, all right, there's a genuine interest here. I'll give you another shot. Maybe the first time was just a fluke.
Okay.
So went out with him again last week, and we went to the beach, and he brought snacks, and he bought me some Chinese some Chinese takeout for dinner, which was nice.
Yes.
So like he paid and fed me, and I'm like, all right, you're already getting brownie points,
Yeah.
which he did last time too. So it was really nice about it. And then he's also into like trying new kinks and stuff, and he likes to be rough here and there. So I was like, okay, there's potential for something to be interesting here. So we went back to his place, and then we finally start, getting into the sexual stuff. And I had told him, as we were catching up, that I had a girlfriend now, because prior to that, the last time I saw him, I did not.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have a girlfriend now. And he was like, oh, tell me more about that. So I eventually got around to the fact that she fists me, and it's one of my new favorite things. And he was like, oh, really? And piqued his interest. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
pretty
sure
much.
it did.